Hey, it's the B.S.B.F. Wub 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 wub
Yes?
wub 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 wub, and we're here. Could have sworn I wanted to do. That might have been a different save. Who knows? I'll keep it for now though. You're gonna Megamex and the victim's armor. So I think mostly what I need to do is interrogate now.
Hi, officer.
Woman in a raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword and a scabbard hangs from
Factory balanced, Bakelite and stainless steel.
Anything I can help you with?
Depends, where exactly are we?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Elysium.
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
Wind rattles her earrings. First is, what's
The
your
name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I
Just
think I have
as for
time
the
for
fishing.
questions. And that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts.
I'm looking for someone, maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Looking for missing clues you want.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for animals for
Aha! Like snowmen.
snowmen. I haven't heard about
Two
those.
odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Wait, but
Right.
no.
Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
Oh, you're getting it, and it is gorgeous.
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
That's it.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer? Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff. Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
I thought the scene brought in anything particularly interesting.
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
Well, you're barking under the wrong tree then, officer. I have no interest in floaters. Seen enough of them in my life already. Very unattractive bunch. Sure is. The sun, I call her. Coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue. Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
Do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
But not when you're in a tight spot.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
You need intimidation.
From time to
tactics.
time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time. Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Right, why did I get it?
Yes, I enjoyed the way he bled.
Her expression didn't change. It's hard to say if it's a joke.
Gone.
It absolutely does not. We are not going to look for him.
No. There's nothing to find. He's dead. Lost to the waves. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
She really likes those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
He's the rescue officer, isn't it?
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
Glances at the village where 2 little kids are playing with what look.
She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
Let's get your signature.
Are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the union building?
From the village into
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
That Everard and the union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess union members have children too.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
Aye, if you say so. Probably better that way. I mean, who likes construction noise?
We take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Meeting this But well, that's just rudeness. You're not pumped. No, you're not. You're safe and warm in here, but not like outside. Industrial coal pellets burn with an orange glow.
Hello, mister.
Young girl, barely 4 or 5 years old, sits on the sofa. She's looking at you with frank curiosity.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom? That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
What's that pointless stuffed bird hanging from the ceiling?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
She holds a fuzzy beast up to demonstrate.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Okay, well, please.
Lammy usually doesn't like strangers. But you're also fuzzy, like Lammy.
What's that?
It's a grouse.
She
Wasn't Gar, the cafeteria manager, trying to repair a piece of taxidermy?
I don't know.
She twirls the furry doll around in the air, giggling happily. All right, you just need to grab it from the ceiling and go.
Bye.
Kids playing with rocks.
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old. The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
Yes. Yes.
It doesn't look like he knows what that means. This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders. The other one laughs as well. Wow, so intellectually stimulating. The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
You're bad with kids. Don't worry, everyone is. How about we do some police work now? We're not getting anything here.
I did that, yeah. And was an unshaven man with a ready nose. Narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition, and turns
The
to
noxious
Tequila.
odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail! Abigail. Oh, Abigail.
Hunt has been trying to brush something off as the stream of dead trousers, smooth movements that slow and awkward.
Uh-huh. Abigail. Don't you fucking call Abigail.
You're not going to get anything out of this guy. He's too drunk. Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk. The man hiccups, then mumbles something unintelligible.
Don't call Abigail!
He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail. Don't you fucking call her! Hear me? Abigail?
There's no use in yelling at drums.
The drunk man starts coughing. He does not sound well at all.
Don't call.
Head nods to the side and he passes out, tongue down.
There was little chance he'd be a reliable witness anyway.
Hey, Tequila!
There is a man clad in a two-piece lycra TM tracksuit, puts down his pilsner, extends his hand in
Good
greeting.
to see you. How's business? How's the whole reality situation treating you?
Shakes his
So
head.
what's happening?
He picks up his beer. Wait, Tequila?
Yeah, Tequila Sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
He says it like it's obviously your name. Like you call someone Billy Brunel or leader of the 4th Street Gang.
It's good to hear that you're on top of things. Talking about used to, did you know that I used to be a real mover and shaker?
He picks at his shit-stained lycra TM jacket.
Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom's spiral land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
Takes a sip from his beer.
Idiot Doom Spiral, huh? This is bound to be a good, high-concept conversation. At last.
It's Tequila Sunset, and you keep saying it.
It's you. You're Tequila Sunset.
Who
We've
knows?
met before. Don't you remember?
No, you sure don't.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Sip
You
these
look
bits.
like you want to know how Tequila Sunset came to be. You look like you want to hear the tale.
Go on.
Mm-hmm. Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords.
Mm.
Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man, the myth. Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. Stop interrupting.
Just another sip and continues.
You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
It is. Does that sound like something you'd do? Yeah, probably. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
It was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, were getting our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this. We get our drink on 24/7. Makes everything warm and glowy. I trust you know the feeling. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza, followed by a series of dings and bangs.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking? The billboard?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in. Anyway, there was a brief silence, a gasp of silence, if you will, followed by a real commotion. We heard the carriage careening towards the coast at top speed. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So,
Yeah.
naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things."
Say nothing, it's more deep
After
by the way.
which, your reality contracted. You jammed the pedal, plowed right off the jetty, and through the ice. We ran towards the ice, whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit, like some kind of sea monster. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep.
In this way, you and your motor carriage have a lot in common.
Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us, which you naturally agreed to. We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now and insisted that we all call you that from then on. No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset. Just embrace it, brother. Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad. After a short while, you crossed the event horizon, looked sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
Did I tell you anything specific about this person that affected me? Mention losing anything else?
You told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style. No specifics, though. It was more about you that night. You were the star of the show.